I feel like I'm becoming my mom in all the wrong ways.
Oh, no.
What's happening and what do I do? And it looks like we also got more questions along those lines. I've realized I'm doing the same thing in my marriage and family I saw my dad doing with our family that I despised and hated him for. My gosh. My family has a history of alcoholism. How do I avoid falling into that pattern of sin?
Okay, those are the next couple. Okay.
Yeah.
You answered 3.
Question.
You asked 3 questions. Which one would you like?
I feel like I'm becoming my mom in all the wrong ways. What's happening and what do I do?
Oh, man. I feel like I'm becoming my mom in all the wrong ways.
Take it away, babe. I'm just going to sit back and
drink your lukewarm
watch
water.
you kick the hornet's nest.
Well, man, that is not an uncommon thing. You know, people say that often.
Yes.
Becoming my mom.
Yep.
Sounds like this is not in a good thing, because I would say if you said, I'm becoming my mom, you were like, your mom was awesome. She does all sorts of cool things. Anyway.
I don't want to become my mom.
No, that was weird. That doesn't work. That's not what I was saying. You know what I mean? Like your mother. I was saying like their personalities.
If you don't have an answer, just say so and I'll answer the question.
No, I do. You feel like I'm avoiding?
Yes. What should she do?
Well, if it's in wrong ways, first of all, good job recognizing the wrong ways.
Okay.
Because that means you're paying attention.
There you go.
If this wasn't a question you were asking and you were just...
That's such a you answer. Start with the positives. I love that. That's why you're amazing.
If you see yourself trending that way, then that's good. First of all, that's evidence. Probably the Holy Spirit is prompting something.
Yep.
So pay attention. So that's awesome, is what I would say first. And then I would even maybe consider being specific. Okay, sit down, start writing down. What are some ways that you feel like are not helpful?
Okay.
That you're becoming like your mom?
Mm-hmm.
Is it because you're becoming more critical? Is it because you are being nitpicky? Is it in your marriage? Is it with your kids?
Yeah.
What are the specifics? Not just like carte blanche, I'm becoming like my mother. Like, okay, let's talk about what the specific things.
Critical spirit.
Yeah.
Judgmental attitudes.
Yes.
Yeah. Nosy, busybody.
Yes.
How
you say, those are all great ones. Which would be like, ooh, I don't want to become
anxious.
That way.
Yeah.
So what's happening? Well, that's sin.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good question for you to say, okay, how am I spending my time? Am I cultivating in my own heart with the correct habits? Am I cultivating the character of Christ, right? And am I knowing God's principles? Do I know what I'm supposed to be about as a woman of God? And then am I practicing those? Am I living those out? Have I read the Bible lately? Have I journaled lately? Have I spent time praying lately? Like, what's your spiritual disciplines looking like? What's your life looking like?
Yep.
Because if your fruit is all the wrong things, then you need to look at what you're doing, right?
Yes.
So go back to the triangle. Look at the relational model. Like what is the fruit of your life right now? And obviously if it's something wrong, it's like, okay, then back up and start with the basics. Yeah. Where am I spending my time? What am I listening to? Am I listening to the world? What am I putting in my brain? What's going in so that what's coming out is apparently not the right things?
Yeah.
Would be where I would start.
Yep.
But you have a thought, I can tell.
No, I was just going to add, genetics is strong. Genes are strong. Those are real things that can be a blessing and they can be a curse.
Yes.
And we get into generational curse there, which is what some of these next questions go into. But I would also ask or reflect on, why is that happening? Is that happening because, man, the genes are strong and sin is strong and I need to break it, even though my mom lives in Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Or is it coming from the fact that you're with your mom a lot?
Yeah. Oh, that's
good. And that
good.
influence is shaping who you are. And you're on the phone with her and you text with her and she's in your business. And it's like, maybe you need to create some physical, some relational, some emotional distance from your mother.
Yeah.
If her influence is unhelpful and bearing the fruit of ungodliness.
Yeah.
And talk with your husband, say, honey, my gosh, I'm doing what my mom used to do and she's been dead for 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about your obedience to Jesus. That's how you break generational curses, by the way. Cut to the bottom line. Your obedience to Christ.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or maybe it's like, well, yeah, honey, she's over here every day.
Yes.
And she's putting pressure on you, or you're just intuitively just kind of absorbing her attitudes. And so we need to, what do you think is needed? Well, I need to create some distance. Well, that's a different conversation.
Yeah. That's good.
So anything else to say? Because this guy says I'm becoming like my dad. who I despised and hated, my gosh. And then the third question was my family's history of alcoholism. How do I avoid falling into that pattern of sin? It's all in that category of generational sin.
Yeah,
So
agreed.
like, for instance, for the alcohol problem, I've many people in our church with parents who are alcoholics. And okay, let's recognize then that you're going to probably have a propensity to be vulnerable and susceptible to that sin in a unique way because of the generational sin above you.
Yes.
That you need to be hyper vigilant about.
Yeah.
Because the Bible doesn't say not to get drunk. The Bible doesn't say not to drink. The Bible says not to become drunk.
Right.
But to be filled with the Spirit.
Yes.
So when we're drunk, we're being controlled by different spirits, namely alcoholic spirits, not these spirits. So we're losing control of our faculties.
Right.
And now Satan and the demonic are in the driver's seat, not the Spirit of Christ. And so is drinking wrong? Well, it depends on how you, if drinking is something that's done in moderation and under control, where you never lose control of your ability to walk in the Spirit, then great. If drinking becomes a comfort thing, it's just one glass a night. It's just, if you can drink in such a way where it's celebratory and it's fun and you can enjoy the gift of alcohol and not be controlled by it, outstanding.
Yes.
If it moves to a point where you're being controlled by it either in a particular event or over time, problem. Okay. So some women, glass of wine every night. Okay. I could stop whenever I want. Okay. Why don't you? Oh, because I like it. Oh, you can't.
Right.
Now it's controlling you.
Right.
Don't be controlled. Right. So I have a dear friend, alcoholism in his family. He was an alcoholic. When he got saved, that was a piece he was just radical on, like no drinking, none. And he drew that line because he knew his unique vulnerability to it.
Yes.
And last week we had a question, my husband just became a Christian and I'm a Christian now too. And we're so excited, but he's kind of going, carpet bomb, scorched earth
was the
on
word.
Our old life is, and it might offend some folks. Is that okay? And depending on what that means, it was part was like, let him go.
Yep.
Absolutely. It's like tear down the idols, you know what I mean? And the high places, it's like 100%. In revival, in the Old Testament, it's like, no, we're tearing down the temples to Dagon. We're tearing down the temples to idol worship, and we're rebuilding the temple of God.
Yeah.
And so when revival happens, when salvation occurs, there is a natural, one side of that is a tearing down of the old life.
Yes.
And a building up of the new life. Yeah. So if alcohol has been a problem for your family, I say it's scorched earth.
Yeah.
I mean, you just draw a hard line.
Yeah.
Why play with it? Now, we're using alcohol as an example.
Yeah. In the question.
In my story, in my life, no alcoholism in my dad's life, my mom's family, their parents. I have none, like teetotalers above me, right?
Right.
Good AG folks.
Yes.
And so, it's just a non-issue for me. Don't like the taste of it, the smell of it. There's no vigilance in my life in regards to alcohol because it's just not a thing. Now, I talk with our kids about it. We've had it in our homes at times for missional endeavors.
Right.
But even then, I'm like, I don't know. You don't need wine to have a good party.
Yep.
Some people like it. That's great. Whatever.
Yeah.
Where's I going with that? So I'm not that vigilant with it because it's not a thing. It's not a generational curse thing. Someone who has that in their line above them will need to exercise an entirely different level of vigilance than I would. Yeah. That's called wisdom. Because if that's in your line, you should assume you have a sin nature born propensity to be vulnerable to that area in a way that some people may not be.
Yeah.
And that's the nature of generational sin and how it works. Hey, if you enjoyed that clip, you can click here to listen to the full podcast or click in the link below and go wherever you listen to podcasts. And we're here, we're there, we're everywhere. Hopefully you can find us. And if you'd like some more free resources, you can head to StrongerManNation.com.